Coming here and being a part of college theater just really gave me a glimpse into the professionalism that we uphold, and it was nice because it was a lot more structured and it just sort of gave me more of a hands-on experience, and I have gotten to do roles that I never thought I could before in acting and crew. It's just been a wonderful, wonderful experience so far, and the people here have made it that way as well. As for theater, I mean, we offer classes that coming here I didn't even know we had. I got to take an elements of design class and a directing class and all of these like niche topics that prepare you for the real world going into theater. And I think that even if you're not a theater major, taking these classes give you such a perspective into any major that you hold that it's really vital to take.
Longwood Theater just meant so much to me. I felt like I figured out exactly who I was as a professional, as an individual, because I felt like I was just in head first all the time in a great way.
I promise you, if you come to Longwood and you study theater, you are going to be well-rounded and you're going to be ready to work. The theater education prepares you to go out and teach theater in the school systems, right? So you take a balanced approach of theater classes and education classes from the College of Education.
For one of our practicums, our 104, which is where you work on some position within the production, at the end of every journal we fill out for the week, we have to say, how does this relate to our future occupation? And I feel like every week in there I can teach all of this to my students, and it had just never even crossed my mind before. And so I feel like that's something that's really big.
And the generalist degree, again, is much more tailor-made, right? It gives you kind of like a basis for which to base a lot of things, right? But then you get to choose what specifically you really want to hone in on. It's one of the best things about our program is it really does allow students to put their personal mark on their degree.
What drew me to Longwood Theater the most was how diverse it could be with its teaching styles. We were able to perform in the black box, and we were also able to perform in Jarman, and a lot of colleges, they just have the big stage. So being able to just do theater in a whole bunch of different environments really shapes you for what the real world is. You're not always going to have that big stage, or if you're on a movie set, it's going to be a small contained area. So being able to mold to the space was something that really helped me. I believe that the professors, they were very professional, but they were very kind all at the same time. They were able to have a nice work-life balance with us that we could see how it's done in the real world, and also what is needed educationally.
I always kind of knew that I was going to end up at Longwood. I had a lot of family and friends who went to Longwood. I loved the size of the school. I always knew that I wanted a small program. I wasn't entirely sure of my major when I came here. I was an English major, but then I sort of came in for a theater event my sophomore year of high school, and they just took me around all the spaces, and I met the professors, and I met the students there at the time, and I was like, yeah, I think that this is where I want to be.